Hey guys, welcome back to LS Vintage Design. I'm Lisa. How's everybody doing? I know it has been a while. My husband got sick again, so I've been taking care of him, but he is doing much better. So I thought I would share some exciting finds I found before he got sick. Also, I have a fun video coming up for you next at the end of the week. And Vintage Tea Parties is ready to launch. It's launched. It's up on the website. Go check it out. If you'd like any more information about hosting a vintage tea party, please reach out. We are super excited about this and can't wait to get started. But today first, I want to share my finds with you. I want to share some more things going into the shop. And then I'm going to talk about taking something vintage and repurposing it, turning it into something that's fun, useful for today's life, and not what it was meant for. So let's get started. And as you can see, the first thing I'm going to share with you is this very beautiful canister set. This set is in really good shape. I'm going to show you the graphics are all beautiful. The two that are worn the most are the sugar and flour, obviously. It came from a home where somebody loved to bake because these are the two that are worn the most. But even the two that are worn the most are still in excellent shape. But look at that coffee. Look how bright it is. Look at that tea. They're so crisp. And like I said, the sugar and the flour have a little wear. The white's worn off in a few places. But this set would look gorgeous in anyone's kitchen. This won't last long, so be sure. It's going to be listed in the shop probably tonight. So head over on Wednesday, 7/12. And it will be up if you want to get it, because I know it's going to fly out of there. There are some marks on it. I mean, like I said, the flour was well used. It was probably dropped. It's not a crack. It's just a scratch. But, you know, I like to point everything out. In my Etsy shop, I also take plenty of pictures so you can see any blemishes up close. I'm excited about this, and if I didn't have mine, I have this exact set, only I have it in turquoise, and it's amazing. So I'm excited I found the red because it's actually beautiful. I also have a lamp going up. Let me get that too. Hold on just a moment. Okay, I'm going to be selling this lamp. It's a beautiful lamp. It's in very rough shape. It's loose in several different spots. It needs to be rewired, and the shade is not vintage. I will state that clearly in the Etsy listing, but again, it definitely needs to be rewired, and it does have some issues. It's loose. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, see that? It's very loose at the top. It's moving. It's loose at the bottom. But it's a beautiful lamp. But it just needs to be rewired. And I just don't have the time to take it anywhere. This was my personal lamp. So I am going to sell it. But again, it will come with a warning on the listing that I strongly suggest it be rewired. And it needs work. But it's a gorgeous lamp. So what we're going to talk about now is taking something vintage and using it for a new purpose. Turning it into something else. And people do this all the time. It's a great way to repurpose, reuse, give things a new life. And I have several items that you could do that in my shop. In fact, we're going to go out to the shop storage in just a minute. I'm going to pull some things that aren't for sale, that are mine, that I've repurposed. We're going to start with this one. And this is actually what I'm going to be repurposing in a video at the end of the week. Does anybody know what this is? Come a little closer. I'm not going to show you the very top because it says what it is. I'll show you in a minute. Does anybody know what this is? Okay, I'm just going to cover it up. Does anybody? I'll give you a second. It's a cricket bucket for going fishing. This is what everybody put their crickets in to go fishing. It's missing a handle, but that's okay. I'm not a fan of crickets, but I thought it would be super cool to repurpose this into something besides a cricket bucket. So this will be at the end of the week. Stay tuned. It's going to be fun. And then the repurposed item will be for sale in my Etsy shop if you're interested. Also, don't forget, head over to our website. We've kind of updated it too, just to check it out. I will be listing a cast iron bed very soon on the website, as well as the humidor, the copper-lined humidor. So stay tuned for that. But let's go look at some other things that either I've repurposed or that are available in my Etsy shop for you to read. Okay, guys, you're looking at a very messy shelf. I'm sorry, but I wanted to show you a couple of things that I have taken vintage and I've repurposed them into different things. I also want to show you a couple of things going up on my website that will be available for you as well. This is one of those metal bowls that they used to have all the time. My grandmother had one. She put her scraps in it and would throw them out for the chickens. Now, when I got this, it had rust in the bottom and wasn't usable, obviously, for what it was for. But what I did was my husband drilled some holes in it, and I use it as a low flower planter. I just put some, the little bitty flowers that are so colorful. I'll plant those in here and then put them on a table outside or just on the patio to add that pop of color that I love so much. And it's just a great way. The flowers don't last long. I always get the little $2 flowers, and it's a great way to repurpose it. Also have this great Dr. Pepper crate that I've also repurposed into a planter just because it's fun and unexpected. Now, you could do a lot with these. You could actually, if you have find a stud on your wall, attach a wall hanger that will hold something heavy because it is heavy. This would not only make a great shelf if you find the stud and hang it in the stud, this would be a great organizer. You could organize your tools. If you painted, this would be great to organize paints in. Just a lot of things. So just don't look at this and see an old crate because there are a lot of uses. Now the crate and the bowl are not for sale, but now I'm going to show you some things that are. One is this beautiful brass, big container. It did hold kindling by a fireplace, which it would be awesome for that again because it has a lid. You could put your kindling in it, cover it up, nobody'd ever know. It would just look like a beautiful brass pot by your fireplace. You could also put fake plants in this, build them up nice and thick, and have a gorgeous area in your home as well. Now, as you know, I have a lot of vintage wood, real wood frames that those would make great wall hangings, whether you put a picture in them or not. So don't forget about those. Don't forget about the round baskets. I'm about to do a project with those, and I think you're all going to be just amazed with those, and they're going to fly off the shelf once I show you this. I'll link another video above where I was talking about how you could take vintage Tupperware and turn it into other things besides what it was intended for. But don't forget to check out my Etsy shop. There's a lot of great things over there. There's also that lamp going up, that vintage red, beautiful canister set. And come back on Friday because we're going to take our cricket bucket and turn it into something pretty cool. I'll see you then. Take care and have an awesome week. Bye-bye.